Bristol Bears dismantle Harlequins at Twickenham. 5 key takeaways following Bristol Bears' emphatic 40-14 victory over Harlequins at Allianz Stadium, Twickenham. Here are 5 major takeaways from a statement performance in the Gallagher Premiership. The top line. Bears crashed the big game party. Bristol Bears emphatically spoiled Harlequins' showpiece occasion at the Big Stoop, delivering a ruthless 6-try hammering that left the hosts shell-shocked. Although the opening exchanges were frantic and heavily favored Quins, Bristol weathered the early storm before cutting loose in devastating fashion. By halftime, Pat Lam's side had stormed into a commanding 26-0 lead, with tries from Rees-Zammit, Joe Batley, Gabe Ogre, and Rees-Zammit. The Bears showed no signs of easing up after the break. Santiago Grondona and Ellis Genge crossed either side of a try from Rodrigo Isgro for Harlequins, while Marcus Smith provided a late moment of joy for the home crowd with a consolation scored. In the end, it was Bristol's night under the Twickenham lights, as they inflicted just Harlequins' 3rd defeat in big game history. That big game delivers yet another spectacle in the modern Premiership era. Harlequins continue to set the benchmark for turning rugby fixtures into full-scale events, and this edition was no exception. From the pre-match light show and fireworks to the music and halftime entertainment, the atmosphere rivaled that of a major final or a headline concert. The razzmatazz added an unmistakable sense of occasion, underlining why the big game concept remains one of the standout fixtures on the English rugby calendar by the numbers. Bristol's dominance laid bare. The statistics told a striking story of Bristol's attacking efficiency and physical supremacy. The Bears racked up a staggering 527 meters ball in hand, almost double Harlequins' 280, while averaging an impressive 7 meters per carry from 76 total carries. Defensively, they were equally committed, completing 157 tackles across the contest. Individually, Rees-Zammit was electric, making 152 meters from 15 carries and beating 8 defenders. Ellis Genge was Bristol's next most effective carrier with 70 meters from 11 runs, while Fitz Harding underlined his England credentials with 19 tackles and 2 turnovers. The painfully familiar story for Harlequins, this match felt like a microcosm of Harlequins' Premiership campaign so far. Flashes of promise undermined by costly inefficiency. The first half, in particular, will be difficult viewing. Quins enjoyed 56% possession, 72% territory, and made 27 entries into Bristol's 22, yet failed to score a single point. In stark contrast, Bristol turned just 4 first-half entries into 26 points, a devastating swing that proved decisive. Although Harlequins eventually crossed twice, both during periods when Bristol were reduced to 14 players, the damage had long been done. Handling errors, poor discipline, and Bristol's ferocious defensive pressure repeatedly halted promising attacks. What was billed as a potential turning point for the London side instead leaves them further adrift of the playoff race. With just 2 wins from 7 matches, are Bristol genuine title contenders? When Bristol Bears play with this blend of freedom, precision, and power, it is hard not to view them as genuine Premiership title contenders. There was a joyful fearlessness in the way they carved Harlequins apart on the Twickenham turf. Their 6 tries from just 8 visits to the 22 were a masterclass in ruthless efficiency. Revuvu's opener stemmed from a sublime no-look pass by Genge and a perfectly weighted kick from Tom Jordan. Jordan's boot was again central to the second try, sending Revuvu clear before Joe Batley finished. Rees-Zammit added individual brilliance for the 4th, while Genge's own try, a 50-meter burst from a quick lineout, was a moment of pure theater. Alongside the champagne rugby, Bristol also brought serious muscle. The likes of Pedro Rubiolo, Genge, Joe Owen, Benhard Jans van Rensburg, and Lovejoy Chuma dominated the collisions, while Ogre and Grondona scored via more traditional routes from close range. Bristol may feel they left points out there, with 50-plus looking achievable at one stage, but this performance stands as a powerful statement heading into the new year.